I attended one that I thought was very good, and I apologize I didn't make quite enough. Adam's got one of these, and if you want to share a little bit. It was called Leading in Tough Times, and we're all elected, not just me, as leaders in our community. And I thought there was some really good points made at this meeting. There's an extra one here. I can't pick it up. There we go. And anyway, I think it's always, since we're going to be talking about working together and deciding what are the priorities, I think it's good to just review what builds a successful team and how we manage to get the job done together. So I don't want to bore you, but I do think there's some very important things on here. Challenges are, the issues are very complex these days. It's not easy. As you know, we just went through deciding to spend millions of dollars on some updates. Well, that's no little thing. That takes a lot of decision making, and that takes a lot of working together to get it done. The demands and expectations are high. Well, every day you walk down the street, you know the demands and the expectations are high. Technology has changed the governing environment. Feedback is instant. National, state, and local politics are closely connected to our city governments these days. Resources are scarce to meet the increasing needs, so we have to work together to spend that money very wisely and decide what those priorities are and where it should go. There are no right answers or perfect solutions, and you can't please everybody. Effective policy leadership, be proactive to identify issues and develop policies for those issues. Teamwork makes the difference in developing a cohesive direction and planning solutions to key issues. Decision-making, rules, norms, and guidelines. Think and act strategically. Do we have an effective team? Do we have clear goals and priorities to which everyone is committed? Do we? Ask yourself that question. Does our team have energy and enthusiasm? Is there a commitment to work together? Is there mutual respect among all team members? Is there a commitment to understand each other's perspectives and to resolve conflicts? How are our communication skills? Is the team able to disagree openly and productively? Does the team have effective decision-making procedures? Do we have decision-making procedures? Is there distributed participation? Does everyone engage and handle different responsibilities? Is the team motivated to get the job done? Are there high levels of trust, acceptance, and support among the members? Does the team have a sense of belonging and a desire to stick together? Building a successful team, you must have open and honest discussion and feedback among the members. Frank conversation about cooperation, expectations, and team problems and challenges. Increased awareness of the impact of individual behavior on a team performance. Develop and use effective processes for handling common issues like complaints. Newcomers orientation, work sessions on working together. Deep personalized issues and differences. Trust each other's abilities. Listen carefully. Express viewpoints honestly with respect for your team members. Support decisions unanimously, regardless of your own views on the issue. Effective decision-making. Agree on the way decisions should be made. Identify and frame the problem issue. Evaluate and analyze. Assess and use relevant information. Use multiple sources, including your staff and community. Identify and evaluate alternatives, including doing nothing. Evaluate progress, track results, performance, and productivity. Policy, program evaluation, key questions. Are goals, results being achieved as intended? What are the specific reasons for a program, for policy success or failure? What adjustments should be made to improve the policy program, or should it be terminated? Are scarce organizational resources being effectively and efficiently used? Decision-making. Give adequate time for decision-making. I think sometimes we think we got to get that decision made. Like we had that meeting about the employees. We felt like, well, we decided at the end, no, we're not ready to make any kind of a decision at this time, our recommendation. Encourage public involvement, responsiveness versus responsibility, citizen engagement. Put aside personal differences. Consider without prejudice the particular situation or issues. Decisions made in the best interest of community, not self. Hear all sides, active listening, honest and forthright exchange of opinions. Work toward consensus, try to find areas of commonality. Recognize need for compromise and important or reaching agreement. Support decisions unanimously, regardless of your own views. Rules, norms, and guidelines. Maintain commitment to legal framework, cultures of values and ethics, and service delivery. Insistence on civility, collaborative approach to problem solving and conflict resolution. Develop and use effective processes for handling common issues. Act in accordance with defined roles. Roles and responsibilities are with governance, management, service delivery. Governance means you're listening to the citizens, you're anticipating and focusing issues, you're determining vision and values, decision-making on direction and resources. We're setting the tone for the city. We're monitoring the performance, educating the citizenry, mobilizing support in the community. Management means he analyzes the issues, developing professional recommendation, decision-making on programs and resources, setting the tone for the organization, developing programs and systems. The service delivery is implementing those decisions and programs, developing operational plans and tactics, organizing work units, responding to citizen problems, maintaining equipment and facilities, providing quality services and products, developing work units, employees, evaluating services, and citizen impact. Make clear the relationship between the mayor, council, administrator, staff, team. Understand roles and responsibilities. Build these resources as a team, emphasizing mutual expectations and performance assessment. Think and act strategically. Focus on the key issues and stay on track. Have vision and direction. Set goals and priorities with the citizens in mind. Allocate limited resources appropriately. Use that money to those priorities. Why should we do this? Systematically evaluate all potential projects at the same time. If you talk about everything at the same time, it avoids pet projects. You can prioritize which is most important. It becomes a shared vision and focus. It clearly defines goals and priorities. It improves decision-making and teamwork. You gain commitment and consensus on action agenda. It improves internal communication. It's a basis for evaluation. It's continuity of effort, element of community leadership, interrelatedness of the issues. Things which matter most should never be at the mercy of things which matter least. Act strategically. Goal setting. Develop strategies for relatively near term, typically 12 to 24 months. Strategic planning is a longer perspective, 5 to 10 years, more comprehensive, elaborate, and detailed. Multiple sessions over several months. Significant community involvement in the longer plans. Organizational for improvement, implementation strategies. Critical issues, analysis and planning. Focus on the key strategic area, in-depth understanding. Effective policy leadership today is characterized by mayors and council members who are able to create a sense of direction and make timely, knowledge-based decisions while continuing to be responsive to the citizens. And I know you guys can read, but I thought there were some really important points in here that I wanted us all to share, because we are going to be making some hard decisions, and we do need to stick together on where our goals and priorities are. Thank you for listening.